Good morning, and what is a cool, grey and damp day. It is Monday the 25th of December, and I'm in the read Nook with a nice hot cup of tea. And I have a parcel to unbox. I don't know what's in here. We'll find out if I can get the knife into the right point without damaging the contents. There we go to start. It's quite securely bound, so let's I'm going to do a bit of a cutting job here to get through the layers of plastic. There we go. And I have got to the point where I can pull this out, and what I have got in here is this bit of battered copy of Bughunters. Now I've been after a copy of this. I mean, basically to replace the one I can't find, and this is the second supplement to be published for the Amazing Engine system. Now, the Amazing Engine system was an idea published in 1993, and all of these books were published in 1993, 1994, in which the idea was, okay, you play through a character in a setting, but then you go and play another setting, but you don't benefit from all the experience that you've played in playing in the first setting. So the Amazing Engine core rules would allow you to create the basics of a character. And not a character you could actually play using the basic rules. You couldn't really play it. But what you did was you took it from one setting. So, for example, the first setting released for the Amazing Engine was for Fairy, Queen and Country. So you took it into that setting, Victorian era, Britain with a mixture of fairy and magic, and then when you play through on that campaign, you would take a break, and then what would happen is that you would take that character, essentially reduce it to base and carry over the experience points to the basic character created using the core rules, apply it, and then take that newly improved base character over to another setting. For example, Bughunters. Now, I always wonder, does that actually work? Is that a good idea? And it's debatable, because I think it fixes a problem that really no one was asking to be fixed. But it was a radical idea, and certainly for TSR at the time. You know, TSR was focusing upon big campaign settings, for example, Dark Sun, and then Planescape in 1994, and so on. So, anyway, the Amazing Engine system, Bughunters, and this is by Lester Smith. Travel to exotic new worlds, see strange new life forms, and kill them before they kill you. Captain Harley set the ship down in the middle of the colony's main street. Somehow he managed not to land on any of the bodies. I grabbed my medkit and checked my pistol. West was still vainly trying to raise someone on the radio. "Give it up, Stanley," Clinton said as she hefted an assault rifle and popped the hatch. Muggy air invaded the cabin. It bore green odours of the surrounding jungle and an undertone of nearer decay. Clinton wrinkled her nose, muttered an oath and hopped out. She crossed the street to the chewed remains of the colonist. A shadow slid toward her. "Look out!" I cried. Too late. A thing like a monkey mated with a wasp dropped from the sky and bore her to the ground. She went rigid when it stung her in the throat. Cursing, I took aim with my pistol. The Bughunters role-playing game, part of the Amazing Engine lineup, cast player characters as protectors of the human race in a hostile galaxy. From orbital stations to fledgling colony worlds and Mother Earth herself, Bughunters PCs seek out and battle inimitable alien creatures while trying to piece together the secret of a horrifying galactic threat. Building upon the rules in the Amazing Engine, a system guide, a copy of which is necessary for play. This book includes a detailed system for generating Bughunters characters, expanded technical combat rules, equipment, starships, aliens, creatures, adventures, and more. Don't miss adventure. Join the Bughunters squad today. So, this it was. There was also like a board game, of course, like a variant for a system called Sniper, published by SPI, which is, of course, by then part of TSR and had been for a decade. But this was TSR's answer to Aliens. In effect, or Starship Troopers, if you will. Table of contents. We've got introduction to the Bughunters universe overview, and the in context of the Amazing Engine rules, which is basically a percentile system. Really quite short and simple. A guide to how to use the book, character generation, and as I recall, character generation essentially is that you are playing the clone of someone back on Earth. So you're rolling for your donor background, and that influences who and what you are playing. So essentially you are playing. It's a military role-playing game, science fiction, and you play a clone. So basic standard character generation, pretty much straightforward. You've got skill list, and then at the end of it you determine rank after having done your skills and attributes, rank modifiers. And this essentially, although the Aliens role-playing game, which would have come out at the same time, more or less the same time, or basically come out in 1991, something like that, from Leading Edge Games, this actually would have been an easier alternative. The Leading Edge system derived, basically, essentially, that you would get the same with Phoenix Command and all Leading Edge's games, was not a simple system. We'll move on to skills, and this would be a simpler, easier alternative. And whilst you wouldn't be playing in the Aliens universe, you would be playing in an alien-like universe. So, yeah. And there's quite a lot to like about this. It's simple, it's straightforward. You've got a guide in here on how to play the role as well. So, and then elements like combat and repair. And of course, the big thing about in here is going to be about the combat. Because you're going to have an expanded combat rules, because you're going to be fighting bugs all the time. Is this an actual? Is this just another bug hunt? Oh yeah, it's always another bug hunt. Except the bugs really want to eat you. It's got a list of equipment and weapons. Stun pistol, heavy pistol, tranquilizer rifle, automatic shotgun, small mortar, howler machine gun, laser sniper rifle, motion sensing repeating auto laser. Who doesn't want one of those for Christmas? Put it outside the door just to prevent Jehovah's Witnesses calling on the day. Then we move on to, it also deals with starships. And how to design them. It's not text dense, but text heavy. Not a lot of pictures in sort of this, but lots of elements in here which you can design. So yes, the starships you can sort of construct your own for your campaign. And here we have a starship module compartment layouts. So you can build those, which is a nice feature. And then how you get around faster than light travel. You have a Stargate. So none of that messing around in hyperspace. And then for the Game Master, running the Bughunters game. So yeah, not a lot of illustrations to break up the text, I have to admit. So there's not necessarily a lot to see in here, but the artwork is good. Advice on sort of like to fudge or not to fudge, NPC motivations. non-player character design, and then we get onto the bugs themselves. So we have, you know, the shapers, NPC categories, ancients, shapers, the artificers, more, and then xenoforms, not xenoforms, but xenoforms. So arachnoid, assassinoid, assimilator, goos, hellhounds, hell's hornets, hunters, lots and lots of monsters essentially for your player characters to shoot and kill and run around screaming as they get attacked. And we've got a sample adventure, which you actually didn't get in for Fairy Queen or Magic. But I mean, you know, the thing is, this is quite a straightforward role-playing game, as it were. So you've got not a sample adventure, you've got sample adventures, which you know, you know, so we're talking about typical adventures, typical campaigns, and then followed by examples, which the game master can, you know, take and develop into fully fledged scenarios. But I mean, they've got quite a lot of detail in there. So just flipping forward, you know, things like the Ghost Ship and the Roach Motel, you know, gives you a good idea of what they're going to be like. And then we've got actually appreciate this. You actually got a nice glossary in there, and a bibliography, suggested reading and viewing, stellar attributes and positions. So you can sort of like talk about the stellar map and attribute tables and so on. And then you've got a combat summary at the end. So yeah, that's Bughunters. Neat little science fiction military combat role-playing game. Really kind of easy and simple to bring to the table, I think. And everyone will just grasp it and play with it. So yeah, amazing engine, Bughunters, 1993. So I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game or role-playing supplement, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. In the meantime, thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.